Right then, so a bit of an update. The van is great, as was always expected, but it hasn't moved since I picked it up. Mainly because I've not had time. I picked up a contract with my day job. I'm self-employed and I've picked up a contract, and unfortunately that takes priority. So I've not really had a chance to look at the van since we picked it up. So I've come out today to have a quick look. Obviously the battery is flat. It doesn't even have enough power in it now to operate the central locking. So I think we'll just give up on that one. I've just been out to buy a new one from Kippax Auto Spares in West Yorkshire, and quite honestly, really helpful, friendly people. Wanted to know about the van, why, and everything like that. It was great, really nice. So I'm going to have a go at fitting a new battery today, and I just popped around the back of the van to have a quick look to see what fog light bulbs it uses, because the rear fog lights weren't working. Turns out, I know I shouldn't be surprised, but it turns out they're not actually fog lights. The housing is the actual housing for a fog light, but there's no bulb holder in it. There's no hole for a bulb holder in it. All the lens is correct and everything, and correctly marked up, so you would think it had a fog light in it, but no, it doesn't. So I'm going to have to think about getting fog lights in and wired up and things. So, well, we'll see. Speak to you in a bit. Bye. So, battery's in. Started first time perfectly. Is running really smoothly. The air conditioning seems to work fine. The fans come on. Even had a CD on just now and it was fine. So hopefully this one will hold a charge, because the van is charging. There's a charge coming out of the van, so it should be fine. Right, so here's one of the fog lights. And where the bulb should go, you can see this. It's just black plastic, but it is a proper bulb, proper fog light. It's got all the markings on it for. It says to have a 21 watt bulb. It's Euro stamped. Yeah, P21 watt. It's got an E1 marking on it. So I don't know whether it does a dual purpose, but it definitely looks an awful lot like the fog lights that are on eBay. Just there isn't a hole where the bulb holder should go, and annoyingly there isn't a bulb holder back there, so I'm going to have to look at a way of wiring that up. Sorry, noise. There is already a fog light switch and it's got front fogs, and I'll have to just make sure that the fog warning light is sufficient to meet MOT standards. Hopefully it should. If not, then I'll have to get a European light switch with the fog warning light for the front and rear fogs. On our Octavia you pull the light out once for front fog, second time for rear fog. On this it's only got one pull, so I guess all the fog lights come on at the same time, which wouldn't be the end of the world, because say on the Skoda you pull it out once and then second time for rear, so to get the rear on, the fronts have to go on anyway. I can't see a time where you'd want the fronts on without the rears anyway, so it should be fine. It should be fine. So I need to do that, and I'm going to go grab a bit of paper and top up my coffee and figure out what else I might need to do for the MOT. we'll have a look, shall we? I didn't bloody turn it off just in case it doesn't start again. Doors open, windows open, windows open everywhere. So there's no point having the air conditioning on. But just to prove that it works and kicks in, both front and rear units clicked. Fans have started at the front, and cold air's coming out there. Back on econ because there's no point. It has just over a half tank of unleaded. As you saw, the power steering's working. Foot on the brake unlocks the gear lever. Door's locked. Handbrake off, that helped. Does move. Right. Back in park, handbrake on. Lights on. Yeah. Yeah, all works. Fog light is one pull. Indicators all work, hazards all work, wipers noise. Yeah, they do. So fog lights, headlights, because they're pointing in the wrong direction. I'm going to turn the van around a bit and see actually how far out they are, and whether it might run good over it, but we'll see. So fog lights, headlights, wipers. I think that's it. I'm sure there's something else. I will probably remember something else. But let's turn it off and turn it on again, just to show you that it does start. I'm a bit worried. Right, it's off. Oh, the stereo's on. Oh, that's nice. That was part of the noise. Key. Right, so in, foot on the brake. Yes! Still works. Oh my god. It's not done that for ages. It's been 26 minutes since I put the battery in, and it's kept the time. Every time I got into the van recently, it's been 12 o'clock. That's it, awesome. Right, I'm going to go make that coffee and then see if there's anything else I need to add to the list. Here's an interesting one for you. The headlights come on when the handbrake goes down. Fair enough, that's cool. I've always known that the headlights are on all the time, but it turns out engine's on, handbrake's down, headlights are on, which is cool. But so are the indicators. I'm not sure how cool the MOT tester will be with this. Run slightly and then you indicate, and they never actually extinguish. Let's see. Hold up, no wait, that's fine. They're off when the lights are off, so turn the lights on. Ooh. And there they are. So hopefully the MOT tester will test them when the lights are off. We'll see. So a bit later on in the day, had a spot of lunch. Photo to follow this just to prove. My wife came in here and we sat at the table in the T4 and had lunch. It was very nice actually. So I've had a look around. Fog lights is an issue, headlights is an issue, wipers, I'm going to go measure those in a minute and just make a note so that I can get the right size. There is that issue with indicators coming on with the headlights. It's not a massive problem, and my mate Brady reckons he can sort that out in the programming. He thinks it might be like the Scandinavian mode or something, so I'll sort that out. And I think that's it. I've ordered a dating certificate from Volkswagen. I think I have the rest of the paperwork. It's insured. It's over 10 years old, so it doesn't need an IVA or an SVA, hopefully. Will need an MOT because it's over 3 years old. So I think that's the next step. Get it MOT'd, well, get the fog lights and the headlights stuff sorted out. Hopefully there's a decent breaker in Leeds. Get that sorted out, get it MOT'd, then get the paperwork sent off, and hopefully within 4 to 6 weeks of that happening, might be able to get a registration. Woo! And then I'll order some registration plates, put them on, and then we can take it to Dean up the road to see about getting this paintwork sorted. In fact, let me show you the paintwork and show you how bad it's got. That is the condition of the paintwork, and that is my wife just turning up from getting her car cleaned. Ah!